All right. So we all know that Prime Minister Modi
SPIC लेबर कैंप में प्रवासी कामगारों के साथ संवाद कर रहे हैं, उनका हालचाल जान रहे हैं, उनको क्या
All right, live visuals coming in of Prime Minister Narendra Modi at the labour camp in Kuwait, interacting with the Indian labour workers over there at that labour camp. This is a historic visit by the Prime Minister. As we know, it is the first Indian Prime Ministerial visit to Kuwait in 43 years. Last time around, it was back in the year 1981 when the late Srimati Indira Gandhi visited Kuwait. And you can see some very heartwarming visuals coming in of Prime Minister, in fact, also breaking bread at the labour camp with the Indian workers over there, hobnobbing with all of them. Remember, there are several Indians, in fact, in Kuwait. Our bilateral relations are also defined heavily by the people-to-people connect that both the countries share. Remember, India's bilateral relationship with Kuwait goes back to the pre-oil Kuwait, which was also dependent heavily on the maritime relations as well. It's a historic visit, as we've also been highlighting to you, considering it comes after 43 years. And we all know the contribution that India and Kuwait have been making. Indian workers continue to be in Kuwait. But to give you a sense of the itinerary of the Prime Minister, this is his visit to the Gulf labour camp, where he's interacting with Indians. As we all know, Prime Minister Modi's popularity is global as far as with the Indian diaspora is concerned. Visuals coming in of the Prime Minister's arrival at the labour camp, as well, as you can see over there, when he moves ahead to interact at the Gulf Spic labour camp. And later in the day, he will also be addressing a community event at Sheikh Saad Al Abdullah Indoor Sports Complex, which will be followed by the Gulf Cup football opening ceremony in some time from now. But for now, we can tell you he's interacting with the Indian diaspora over there. And several of those Indian workers, as you can see, are smiling ear to ear, very happy and touched that the Prime Minister has made the effort to make that outreach to the labour camp over there in the Gulf nation. And with that, I leave you with these heartwarming visuals. We slip into a quick break. We'll be back with more input. Stay tuned to CNN News 18 as we track Prime Minister's visit to Kuwait.
The last hour. Anything can happen between the bells. But what happens during the last hour is what matters the most. The biggest market swings. A close-up look at what's driving them. And how the investors are reacting. Watch the most seasoned market mavens guide you through the most important hour of the trading day. NSE Closing Bell. At these times, only on CNBC TV 18 and CNBCTV18.com.
For more news and updates, all you need to do is follow CNBC TV 18 on all of our digital platforms.